says this self-improvement shit works? People are always talking like self-improvement is for sure gonna get you success. Like it's for sure gonna make you good. Nothing is guaranteed, bro. At some point, you kind of just think, does any of this shit even matter? I think we think too logically sometimes. Thinking that if I do A, then I can get B. I don't even know what I want to do in my life. I don't know fucking anything. I'm late. I'm gonna be fucking 15 minutes late. At some point, do you just stop giving a fuck? I've been reading the book, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. And honestly, at some point, you just have to stop giving a shit about anything now. Of course, there's gonna be some important shit you have to give a fuck about, like your parents. If it's not something that you think is worthwhile or aligned with your purpose, should I really give a fuck about anything? I'm gonna be late. It's gonna fucking suck. I feel like I'm so constrained by what everyone else thinks and what everyone wants me to be, and it's costing me. It's costing me time. It's costing me effort. I'm doing things I don't actually care about, and it's kind of always gonna be like that. Because when are you actually gonna not give a shit about anything?
So I've decided to adapt a new mindset. So much shit that happens, I realized finally now that it really just doesn't matter. I've been reading this book, pretty famous book, called The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. And I've only been through like the first 20 pages, but shit, man. I never thought about shit this way, you know? I realized there's so many things I can look back on in life and be like, why did I give a fuck about this? Every decision I've made, every decision, you can think back, you right now, think back to some decisions you've made because you've cared about something that really doesn't matter. Because some things, of course, you need to give a fuck about. But most things in this world, like, should I get this expensive brand of clothing? Should I get a haircut? Should I change how I dress? Should I change how I look? All of this shit we do is just cause we care about what others think. Besides your family, your purpose, what else is there to give a fuck about? There's nothing else. So I can think I've been to places I don't want to go. I've been to parties I don't want to be at. Just cause I'm afraid that people will think of me being shit. Will think of me not as a good friend, not as a good person. But what if you stopped caring? Why do you need to care? And I realize this mindset is genuinely so freeing. It gives you a sense of mental clarity. It's just like, okay, I'm just gonna do what I want. If people don't like me, then whatever. Because I know for a fact, whatever happens today, I will not remember it at all in 2 weeks, 3 weeks time. Anything that happens tomorrow, most likely I will not remember. Most things you won't remember. Most people do not remember you. Listen, no matter what I say, you're still gonna give a fuck. But I want you to try having this awareness. Try thinking, every time you make a decision, what if I base it off what I want? That's what I've been trying to implement in my life. What if I base this decision off, okay, I don't give a fuck about what anyone else thinks. Eventually you'll realize you cannot give a fuck about a lot of things, and not everyone's gonna hate you. Your life will still be fine. With self-improvement, it's always about giving a fuck. Giving a fuck about how you look. Giving a fuck about how girls think you look. Giving a fuck about how much respect you get for going to the gym, doing martial arts. It's totally about giving fucks. When someone says, don't do it for the girl, do it for you. Don't do it for anyone else, do it for you. Do they even know what that means? Because I'm gonna be honest, I'd hear that all the time. And I was like, okay, but what does it even feel like doing it for you? And I think I figured it out. Doing it for you is doing something that you like. That's it. It's just doing something that you want to do. For example, you could fucking love your haircut right now. But because some people in school said it looks like shit, you get a different one, maybe a trendier one. Or you love how your physique looks right now, but because you see online that there's dudes way bigger, you think that's what you need to do. One girl says you're ugly, and now you're having the fucking worst time of your life. You're fucking shedding tears. That's what I think it means when people say you're doing it for someone else. When you're doing it for yourself, I want to go to the gym because I think I look fat right now and I want to look better. I want to do martial arts because I think it's fun to punch things and not because I think it makes me look cool in front of other people. That's what it truly means. Every time you make a decision and you just think, what do I want? What do I like? Your life will eventually get better because you're doing the shit that really matters to you and you know what you like. If you're fat, you're saying, oh, I love eating Doritos. But do you really? You could look down at your belly and say you're fat, but I love eating Doritos, so I'm not gonna stop being fat. But you hate being fat. If you love being fat, then, you could be fat. Who said you can't be fat? But you know deep down, man, I fucking hate how my body looks. I need to get shredded. Man, if you think my hair looks like shit right now, I'm a fucking mess, get a haircut. The point is that you do something to make yourself better because you want to for yourself. And if you can think in every decision, or most of all your decisions, you can think, okay, I'm not going to give a fuck about what others think. What do I think is important here? I think that I want to spend time with my family instead of going to party with people that I don't even like. So I'm going to go spend time with my family. I don't give a fuck about these people or what they think about me. Because what I genuinely value is my family. Oh, but I'm going to get FOMO. I'm going to be missing out on so much. So what? If you truly value your parents more, your family more, what matters is that you spend time with your family. It doesn't fucking matter if you miss out. It really doesn't matter. Honestly, I've been implementing this into my life, and genuinely, life's been getting better. When it comes to self-improvement, looks maxing is genuinely so bad for you because all you think about is comparing how you look to other people and trying to change how you look so that a girl likes you more. Have you ever thought about how you want to look yourself? I'm fucking losing my identity, losing my soul